This is In the Dirt with ASOTU.
All right, Damon.
All right.
This is your last, like literally we're in the final hours.
I got 3 hours left.
As El Presidente of NAMAD.
Yep.
What's the sensation? What's the feeling right now?
You know what? I'm ready to go.
That's good. That's
ready.
A good way to be.
It's a good calming feling right now. And
get the mic up just a little higher.
I'm ready to go, and it's time, and I'm excited for this new area of my life, and I'll still be active with NAMAD as the NAMAD Vice Chair, so my role will be different.
Yeah,
and I'm looking forward to it.
So we're going to talk about two things. One, passing the torch. Yep. And then number two, I want to talk about what you're looking to do, in the next chapter. So tell me a little about Eugene. We had him on a little bit earlier, but tell me a little bit about how he came into consideration, and like what your aspirations are for him.
So Eugene actually came through a search firm, and there was about 120 people that actually applied for my position.
Wow!
And it got narrowed down to 3, and Eugene won solely on energy, passion, and he was hungry.
Come on, you found out he was an Eagles fan.
And he's an Eagles fan.
He said that question. He said that question was actually on the list.
That was on the list.
I was like, I know who put that question.
That was on the list.
No, but you said energy, passion, and what was the other thing?
Oh, and he's hungry.
Yeah.
And he reminds me a lot of me when I started here at NAMAD 20 years ago. I'm an outsider, or was an outsider, and I came in with a clean sheet of paper. And he has a servant leadership attitude about him. And so he's going to take the association to another level, different level than what I've been able to do.
Yeah, I think that's really indicative of any great organization. You can get a leader to come in, right, and then give it a little bit different spin. Like you see this in great bands. Right? Bands that last go the distance.
Yeah.
Right? It's still the same band, and they're still playing music, and they still have their crowd, but they understand how to move it a little bit this way and move it a little bit that way. And it is exciting to see him come in. I have to say, he looked a little bit shell-shocked on day one, but now he actually looks a lot more comfortable after just 24, 48 hours.
Yeah. So the benefit is I'm going to continue to mentor him and show him around. I didn't have that when I started.
No, not at all.
I didn't have it at all.
You literally just showed up.
I showed up and said, "Here,
we got to put some stuff together."
Figure it out, right?
Well, what are your systems?
Yeah,
crickets.
Exactly.
Right,
so
what are you doing for this? Crickets.
He's coming in with mentorship.
Yeah,
and I think it was a good move from the board's perspective to pick someone that was non-traditional, which was hard.
Yeah.
Right, because you always want to go with someone comfortable.
For sure, because everyone's going to ask, "What's your resume? Why are you qualified to lead us?"
But he's hungry.
Yeah.
And that type of thirst, he will go and run through mountains and learn because he has nothing to base anything off of. Yeah. And then that's an asset to him. But I also think it was a good move to pick on a millennial to lead the association into the next millennium.
Absolutely. Well, this goes back to something we've been talking about a lot, and that is really the opportunity for the NAMAD community to hopscotch in a time of transition, right? And I think it's a brilliant stroke to pick a millennial who's obviously poised and accomplished and hungry, right? You pick somebody who's smooth, I gotta say though.
Right.
He gets up on stage like, Eugene's
he's been doing it before.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's polished. Yeah. He's dialed in.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your next chapter.
Okay.
What are you looking for in the next 12 months and then the next years?
Well, I'm going to pay a lot more focus to my store.
Yes.
And I need to make sure that as interest rates go up, that my expenses are in line.
Yep.
As those things that we can't control, but I want to make sure we are operating as efficient and effective as we possibly can. Cars are coming in, so we need to move volume.
Right.
And we need to be
what a new
volume.
game, right?
We need to move volume with urgency.
Yes.
And so when I get back next week,
it's going to be a different level of focus.
It's going to be a different level of focus.
Hey, it's hard to keep the ship in order when you can't be home every day.
That's right.
It really is. And you've done a great job over the last year.
Yeah.
But I know you've been chomping at the bit, when you see the things that you want to do and to go do them.
Right. I was unable to, or I had to stop because I have to go out of town. But it's now I'm going to be able to focus and hone in and get these processes lined up, get our digital retailing game stepped up, and really be able to focus and move cars and take care of the customers.
It's an exciting time, and I don't think anybody deserves a nice, calm, peaceful transition and send-off than you do. So looking forward to making a little more trouble together.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? We got some trouble to make as ASOTU, and I think it's a little bit of I'm just going to take the little handcuffs off of him right now.
Yeah, now I can say some stuff.
Be free. David, I can't wait to see what we do.
Thank you.
Love you, brother.
Love you too.
thanks for watching this episode of In the Dirt with ASOTU. If you're new to our channel, make sure and mash that like and subscribe button. Also, check out some of these links for our other great podcasts and content.